In the event of a water damage emergency, call PuroClean of Cenla.
Hey, good morning, everyone. How you doing? You know what? I don't say this enough, but I am meteorologist Nick Miculus. I know some people probably tune in like, who is this dude? So, yeah, that's who I am. I had a really fun day yesterday driving out to get Lily. It's like 4.5-ish hours to go there, 4.5 hours back. But we talked and had fun on the way back. Had a good call with all my meteorology friends. We actually, and I don't know, a lot of you probably don't know this. Probably everyone doesn't know this, but we have what we refer to it as, and it is the National Weather Network. And so far, it's up to, I believe, officially 7 of us, but we're building on that. And it was really exciting just to talk about that. And it's just basically a bunch of people and groups like me that are unaffiliated, and we're going to put this whole thing together where I can say, hey, you're going to Tennessee, you're going to Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, or Nashville, tune into Ben Luna. It's kind of a cool little concept we have. And we already have people all over the country, only 6 officially, 7, I think. We're getting there. Anyway, we got a lot more coming on board, and we're excited about that, and it's going to be fun stuff. But for today, we have rain falling to our south, and we have severe thunderstorm warnings down there in Florida. But for us locally, this rain has kind of pushed south. Yesterday, I talked about that happening, and it looks like for today, that's going to happen as well. I took rain chances down to 10% for today. You can see the sun or the clear skies up there on Toledo Bend camera, and then here, it looks cloudy out here, which I hadn't been outside yet, and I was like, I got to check satellite. I thought it was going to be really sunny, and it is, except for right here. But you can see clouds breaking over Alexandria over my head right there. Let's see, somewhere. There we go. Over my head. You can see it. All right, flood warnings everywhere. Now, I looked at the levels on this stuff, and we do have a slow fall on the Mississippi River. They did just open or they are opening the gates there at the south end of Toledo Bend, so that's going to be flowing down the Sabine. I crossed over right about here, and that river was up yesterday. Now, they're going to start slowly and release that water out of the lake because they have to do that at 172.5, and they're approaching that level right now, but they're going to open it slowly. It does not look like any crazy downstream impacts apart from what you're already seeing, and there's a lot of water out there. So if you are in that area, I'm sure you're pretty familiar with the river levels and all that stuff out there. It looks like they are opening those gates today, and we will see at least a slow rise. I got an itchy eye. 69 degrees Alexandria right now, 76 up in Natchitoches. Temperatures are going to come up into the 80s for today, it looks like. And then we actually get some cooler air in here as that upper level feature kind of spins overhead. And I'll show you what's going to happen with that in a second. So our wind gusts today. Mountain Man, it doesn't look like any trees are coming down today. 6, 7, 8 miles per hour. Maybe we gust up to about 16. Now, as that upper level feature gets in here, we will see the winds picking up a little bit tomorrow, but it's not going to be anything terribly strong and gusty through this evening. Maybe popping up to about 12 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies and then clear through the afternoon. 86 degrees. It looks like we're warming up a lot, but when you look into the 7-day forecast here, you're going to see that we actually cool off a bit in the next couple of days. Maybe some lows in the 50s once again. And in mid-May, yes, I'll take it. All right, so just a couple of showers possible today. Any severe threat is off to the east. So that part of the system's moving out. And then we're going to see this upper feature just kind of kind of translate, kind of morph overhead, and then it just doesn't move for a few days. But that doesn't mean continual rain or anything like that. Here's what it looks like on the short range model. This is our high res stuff for today. 10% chance of a shower. I left that in. It's not going to be much. If you run into a shower today, buy a lottery ticket. And then tomorrow, a couple of sprinkles early, some lighter stuff there, but you can see that upper system kind of coming together, and we have those showers, maybe a few spotty storms into the evening, and that's going to last probably till about midnight, but you can see just a general kind of spin in the atmosphere, and I'm going to show you this in a better way on the GFS, kind of a larger scale look at it. So for today, not much going on. That rain, you can see how everything looks like it's moving through, but then kind of backs up overhead, and we get those scattered showers and storms for tomorrow, and then we see it just kind of spinning overhead once again. Now, the deeper moisture, the heavier rain is going to be off to the east, but just kind of a system just spinning overhead, not producing anything crazy heavy. I think it's heavier than what I'm going to show you on the WPC forecast, but then it clears out of here, and we're looking good into next week. Now, I think another system could be slated for around like Sunday or Monday, like 9-10 days from now, but nothing too crazy up until then. I think it's going to be more rain than this, though. So probably on the order of a 1/4 inch to an inch for most of us across the state. Again, heavier totals out to the east. So if you're heading down to the Florida Panhandle for the beach, we might be picking up a meteorologist down there, and I'll be able to send you to him here in a few months. But for now, we're not. So I'm going to tell you, it's going to be raining at the beach. That was easy. Scattered storms Friday, Saturday, Sunday. After that, it clears out. Look at these lows, upper 50s, highs in the 70s. It's May. This is good. And then we warm up and get toward more typical May stuff. But this right here, remember I was showing you the blue stuff a few days ago out in the mid-range, kind of the 8 to 14-day range? Well, that's what we're seeing. That's the blue, and it's right over the weekend. And while there will be a few showers and storms, it's not going to be too bad. Don't change plans just yet. It's going to be warm from May 16th to the 22nd. I mean, it would be warm if we had the blue overhead, but it's going to be really warm, like maybe approaching 90. And then once we get into June, it's all over with, and I just sit here and whine about the heat. It looks like we also, again, toward the end of this time frame, maybe around Monday, Sunday, something like that, again, 10 days out, we could see another system come through. But again, as of now, I don't see any huge signal for a big severe weather outbreak or anything. And once we get to June, we transition to looking at the tropics, more at the severe weather threat. Of course, we look at it all, but that's kind of how things shift. And that's why hurricane season starts June 1st when the wind shear slacks up. Good forecast. You have tons of roofs to do. I like that, Mark, because I love igloo roofing. They are why they are the engine behind why this started the way it is now. I was always going to talk about weather, but the fact that I can do it like this and I can go live on severe weather for days on end, it's because of them and because of all the other sponsors. But Jason, the owner of Igloo, he's the one who took me aside and said, "You got to do this full time." Good to have good people around you. All right. You'll whine with me, Miss Linda? Good, yeah. It's going to be hard to sit out on the porch at your place when it's 95 degrees. I get it. I mean, and yes, I have gone by. I've met Miss Linda. You comment enough around here, I'll just show up at your place. So have a great Thursday. I am going to get out of here for today. Tom will be live later. Still working on a couple of things in the system. I think we're totally up yet, but I'm going to get with that today, and hopefully we finish everything up and everything's beautiful. The 24-hour channel's going. Website's all fixed up and all that stuff. But we shall see, because I'm not that smart. I depend on smart people. I will see you back here tomorrow. Have a great Thursday.